Honourable members, as the question hour has been dispensed with today, the answers to starred and unstarred questions listed in today's list of questions would be treated as laid down on the table. Honourable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Bhai Modi, Deputy Chairman Sri Harivamsh Ji, Minister of Parliamentary Affairs Sri Prahlad Joshi, Leader of the House Sri Piyush Goyal, Leader of the Opposition Sri Mallikarjuna Kharge Ji, leaders of various parties and honourable members. Retirement of about 1/3 of the members of this August House every 2 years is a big occasion. It happens as per the provisions of the Constitution. This enables continuity of the institution of Rajya Sabha, while at the same time offering scope for infusing fresh ideas and perspectives by the new members replacing the retiring ones. 72 members of this August House are slated for retirement between March and July this year. 65 of them represent 19 states, while 7 are nominated members. From my own observation as chairman of this August House, and as informed by the Secretariat, these 72 members constitute a vast pool of considerable legislative experience, domain knowledge, parliamentary skills, and proven performance in this House. It is not often that such a valuable pool of members retire in one go. 27 members, accounting for 38% of the retiring, would have served 2 terms or more, reflecting on the loss of experience that the House would be incurring. Sri A.K. Antony and Srimati Ambika Soni would have served 5 terms. Sri Ananda Sharma, Sri Suresh Prabhu and Sri Praful Patel, 4 terms each. And Dr. Subramanya Swamy, Sri Jairam Ramesh, Sri Prasanna Acharya, Sri Sanjay Raut, Sri Naresh Gujral, Sri Sukhdev Singh Dinsa and Sri Satish Chandra Misra, 3 terms each. Another 15 members are retiring after serving 2 terms each. Will be missing this pool of wisdom and experience. The 72 retiring members have a total experience of 143 terms in Rajya Sabha. Of them, 17 members were in the Lok Sabha earlier for a total of 38 terms. In effect, the House loses a total parliamentary experience of 181 terms in both the Houses. Sri P. Chidambaram has the longest legislative experience of 1 term in this House, besides being Lok Sabha member 7 times earlier. Sri Praful Patel served 4 terms each in both the Houses. 9 women members are also retiring in this round. The 4 ministers completing their term are Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman, Sri Piyush Goyal, Sri Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi, and Sri Ramchandra Prasad Singh. Floor leaders of 4 parties, namely Sri Prasanna Acharya of BJD, Sri Sanjay Raut of Shiv Sena, Sri Satish Chandra Misra of BSP, and Sri Balvendra Singh Bundar of Shiromani Akali Dal are also completing their tenure. I thank the ministers, the seniors, and floor leaders for assisting me in resolving some contentious situations. Chairman of the 8 department-related parliamentary standing committees of Rajya Sabha retiring. Sri Ananda Sharma, Sri Jairam Ramesh, Sri T.G. Venkatesh, Sri Vijay Sai Reddy, Dr. Vinay P. Sahasrabuddhe. We will also be missing the renowned sports icon, Srimati M.C. Maricon, a nominated member. Honourable members, this is an occasion to recall brief contribution of the retiring members to the proceedings of this House. The contribution of veterans like Sri P. Chidambaram, Sri Kapil Sibal, Sri Praful Patel, Sri Anand Sharma, Sri Jairam Ramesh, Sri Suresh Prabhu, Sri Prasanna Acharya, Sri Naresh Gujral, and Sri Satish Chandra Misra are too well known to be recounted by me. I deem it appropriate to briefly mention the contribution of the retiring chairman of the 5 department-related standing committees of this House, given the importance of these committees. The Committee on Home Affairs, chaired by Sri Anand Sharma, has studied in depth various issues relating to COVID-19 pandemic. I have gone through that report. Given the importance of the issue, the committee examined the matter in detail, not for fault finding, but to lay out a pathway to tackle such situations in future in a concerted manner by enhancing our collective preparedness. Sri Anand Sharma in particular and members of the committee in general deserve appreciation for such an approach in the larger interest of the country. The committee also met more often and for enhanced duration. The Committee on Transport, Tourism and Culture is the lead performer for a long, both in terms of attendance and duration of the meetings. Under the chairmanship of Sri T.G. Venkatesh, this committee strived even harder to further improve the performance to achieve 50% attendance and meeting duration of 2.5 hours per meeting. The benchmark set by me for these committees. I am told that Sri Venkatesh used to repeatedly remind the officials to do the needful so that the committee continues to better its performance and emerge as the best. The issues taken up for examination by the Committee on Science and Technology are highly technical in nature. Despite that the committee chaired by Sri Jairam Ramesh has taken up important contemporary issues and delivered useful reports. I appreciate Sri Jairam Ramesh for his initiative of examining the menace of misuse of social media for pornography and its adverse impacts on children and submitting a report as chairman of an ad hoc committee, which was constituted by me. The Committee on Commerce, to start with, in 2017, used to report low attendance and duration of meetings, but later, under the chairmanship of Sri Vijay Sai Reddy, it has turned around and has substantially improved the duration of meetings and attendance to some extent. Under the chairmanship of Dr. Vinay Sahasrabuddhe, the Committee on Education has shown a very remarkable improvement. I am told many of the meetings lasted for 3 to 4 hours each. I am happy to note that despite being the first-time members of Rajya Sabha, Sri T.G. Venkatesh, Sri Vijay Sai Reddy and Dr. Vinay Sahasrabuddhe have made a difference and delivered. Honorable members, I am also pleased to note that among the 45 first-time members retiring, most of them have demonstrated commendable passion and commitment towards the parliamentary duties. They did well in terms of attendance and participation in various proceedings of the House, and in particular in raising matters of public importance in Jura hour and question hour, besides larger policy matters. The 84-year-old Sri S.R. Balasubramaniam has set an example in attending the House since the 244th session, the first full session that I presided over in 2017. He has attended all the 234 sittings of the House since then without fail. This is a remarkable commitment to one's parliamentary duties, demonstrating that passion and sincerity have nothing to do with the age. I am sure this august House would join me in complimenting him for the same. There are other members also who are attending, but I am not mentioning their names because they continue and they will continue to be attending the meetings. There are several other members among the retiring who have reported more than 90% attendance. I can't take their names given the time limitation. I am extremely delightful to note that Srimati Chaya Verma, Srimati Rani Nara, Srimati Sampatya Uke, Srimati Rupa Ganguly, and Srimati Janardhan Das Vaidya, Janardhan Das Vaidya have excelled with their enthusiastic participation and performance. Nominated members like Sri Swapandas Gupta and Dr. Narendra Jadhav have enriched the proceedings of the House with their analytical perspective. Several first-time members like Dr. Sasmit Patra have shown a lot of promise by quickly adapting to the nuances of the functioning of the House. Sri Sasmit Patra was also chairman of the panel, and he conducted the proceedings also in a very dignified manner. To be a legislator, honorable members, is an honor conferred by the people. It is even more a privilege to be a member of the Rajya Sabha. Such honor and privilege come with a set of responsibilities towards incorporating the expectations and the aspirations of the people in the designing of laws and policies. Unfortunately, at a broader level, that privilege is not being put to best use. Functioning of the legislature is being marred by persistent and often unjustifiable disruptions. It is disturbing to note that during last 4 years, this August House has lost over 35% of its valuable functional time due to such tendencies. This needs to be curbed before it becomes too late. Disruption-free proceedings offer a range of opportunities to the members to give out their best as we get to see during the smooth functioning of the House. Purpose, passion, and procedural integrity shall be the hallmarks of the legislators across the country. Legislators across the country, normally they look to Parliament, particularly to Rajya Sabha, because we are a House of Elders. So please, I hope that everybody will keep this in mind. I need not remind it again and again, and see to it that we maintain dignity, decorum, and also have meaningful discussions. I am glad to note that most of the members retiring kept themselves away from disabling tendencies. Most of them. Retiring from the House is not the end of the active pursuit of serving the cause of public and of the nation. It is yet another beginning of a new journey. You are only retiring. You are retired but not tired. I am aware of it. You will be active in public life and you will be making your own contribution to enrich the public life. I am sure all the retiring members would look back with the contentment of having fulfilled your parliamentary obligations. I do hope that some of you, I hope that everybody returns, but it's not in my hands. I do hope that some of you would return to this August House to continue from where you would have left. In either case, I wish all the members a meaningful and fulfilling journey ahead. As chairman, I put on record my appreciation to all the retiring members for your contribution to the functioning of this August House with passion and commitment. While we will be missing some of you, but you, each one of you, will continue to be in our thoughts. Good things will always be remembered. It was nice knowing you all, and it was a very good experience for me. And I particularly used to feel very happy when members come prepared, analyze issues, and make wonderful contribution. I used to feel very happy as if my family member is performing in such a manner. That's an opportunity for me as a chairman. I have some experience as a member of the parliament, member of the legislature, and also as Minister of Parliamentary Affairs and other ministries. I have seen that members who come prepared, given an opportunity, they make excellent contribution. They have been. And it will be going on record. One has to understand, nobody is going to tell you. Unfortunately, our Indian media's present tendency, they do not report the actual proceedings and the constructive contribution made by the members, because the construction is normal, destruction is abnormal. So I asked some of the media people, sir, why are you giving importance? They said, sir, if a dog bites a man, no news. If a man bites a dog, then it's news. If the parliamentarians get onto a bench or do something, tear the papers, or do something, it naturally becomes a news. But I said, if A member comes prepared and makes a wonderful speech, analytical speech on a subject. It's a news. It should be conveyed to the people. I hope at least in future also the media, Indian media, will realize this responsibility and see to it that justice is done. That will also be useful in correcting the behavior and conduct of the members and give them the needed encouragement or discouragement if they are not performing well. I hope that everybody concerned will be keeping it in mind. Once again, my best wishes to all of you. Honorable members, today I have decided to after the Prime Minister speaks as leader of the government and the nation, then the leader of the opposition will speak. Afterwards, leaders of different parties, they will be given an opportunity. Then afterwards, members who are retiring, they will be given an opportunity. I would request every one of you to be brief so that others also will get an opportunity. Keep that in mind. Other things you want to talk about individuals in detail, lot of space is available outside. You can meet, you can talk to each other and exchange your views also. And you can write articles also in the newspaper. Nobody is going to prevent this. After the Honorable Prime Minister, Leader of the Opposition, then Deputy Chairman, then Sri Derek Oberyn, then Sri Tiruchi Siva, then Sri Prasanna Acharya, then Dr. Keshav Rao, then Sri Vijay Sareddy, then Elmaram Karim, then Dr. M. Tambidurai, then Professor Ram Gopal Yadav, then Sri Premchand Gupta, and other members, leaders of the other parties also, who wish to make some observation, they will be given an opportunity. I only appeal to all the members not to trouble the chair, whoever is there in the chair, to remind you about the time. Please keep that in mind.